You might never be able to experience this roller coaster in real life, but thanks to virtual reality, you now can. Although it is not as realistic as it would be with a headset, it is still unique.
According to the textbook, virtual reality is a term that refers to information technologies that use software to provide a realistic, three-dimension, computer-generated environment that replicates sight, touch, hearing, and in some cases, smell.
This simulated environment has the users view a screen in front of them, immersing them into a 3D world that they are able to interact with. When it is too dangerous, expensive, or impractical to do something in the real world, VR can be the answer. As stated in our Introduction to Information Systems textbook, virtual reality transports the user into the virtual, realistic environment by removing outside stimuli.
Users can explore and interact in this environment.
The user becomes a part of the virtual world and, while there, can manipulate objects or perform a series of actions.
That is, a person using virtual reality equipment is able to look around the environment, move about in it, and interact with features or items that are shown on a screen or in VR goggles.
Video is sent from the console or computer to the headset via an HDMI cable in the case of the headset. For certain headsets, it's already on the smartphone slotted into the headset.
VR headsets use either two feeds sent to one display or two LCD displays, one per eye. There are also lenses which are placed between your eyes and the pixels, which is why the device are often called goggles. These lenses focus and reshape the picture for each eye and create a stereoscope 3D image by angling the two 2D images to mimic how each of our two eyes view the world ever so slightly differently.
Premium headsets have head tracking, which means that when you wear a VR headset, the picture in front of you shifts as you look up, down, and side to side or angle your head. Some advanced systems now include tactile touch information known as force feedback. Surgeons use virtual reality to plan complex surgeries. New computer simulations recreate the sense of touch, allowing doctors in training to perform virtual procedures without risking harm to an actual patient, according to the text.
Even basketball fans are able to use this emerging technology. In the text, it mentions how technology can provide an increase of revenue streams while at the same time enhancing the fan experience.
Placing a VR camera close to the action of an NBA game could give fans a VR experience that transcends the current television broadcast.
NBA executives believe that VR could extend the reach of the league if fans located anywhere could feel as though they are basically sitting courtside at a game. This process could produce significant new revenues for all NBA teams.
This was tried out for the first time in 2016 when the first ever VR live stream provided by NextVR of an NBA game came from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Even doing inevitable tasks such as buying a home can be done through the VR experience. There are many opportunities to take virtual tours of preferred homes through a VR experience at your own comfort. As you can see in the video and explained by the textbook, retail stores such as IKEA use VR that allow their products to be seen so that the customers have a better idea of how the store's products will fit in their homes. So, how did this all begin? While the concept of VR has been around for multiple decades, it was only made popular to the public in the early 1990s. In 1832, the first stereoscope was invented by Sir Charles Wheatstone by using twin mirrors to project a single image.
One milestone was the Sensorama in 1956. Morton Helig's background was in the Hollywood motion picture industry. He wanted to see how people could feel like they were in the movie. The Sensorama experience simulated a real city environment which you rode through New York on a motorcycle. Multi-sensory simulation let a single user at a time see the road, hear the engine, feel the vibration, and smell the motor's exhaust in the designed world. In this, he included a stereoscopic display, fans, odor emitters, stereo speakers, and a moving chair. He also invented a head-mounted television display designed to let a user watch television in 3D.
Philco Corporation engineers developed the first head-mounted display in 1961 called the HeadSight. The helmet included a video screen and tracking system, which the engineers linked to a closed-circuit camera system. They intended the HMD for use in dangerous situations. A user could observe a real environment remotely, adjusting the camera angle by turning his head. By 1965, another inventor, Ivan Sutherland, offered the ultimate display, a head-mounted device that he suggested would serve as a window into the virtual world. Sutherland's concept included a virtual world that appears real to any observer, seen through HMD and augmented through three-dimensional sound and tactile stimuli.
The HMD could also display images in stereo, giving the illusion of depth, and it also could track the user's head movements so that the field of view would change appropriately as the user looked around. It also included a computer that maintains the world model in real time, which gave users the ability to manipulate virtual objects in a realistic, intuitive way.
In 1968, Ivan Sutherland and his student Bob Sproul created the first virtual reality headset.
After spending too much time in a virtual environment, it may be difficult for users to return to the real world and behave the same way they did before the virtual experience. This may be desensitized to certain types of violence or interactions which could damage their social relationships. They may also overestimate their physical abilities, attempting a jump they can't make or trying a skill they've only perfected in a VR environment.
VR has the highest projected potential for growth. Researchers saw 2020 as a year that the market for dedicated AR headsets could have really taken off.
Is the governor of Pennsylvania ordering all non-life-sustaining business, those his words, to shut their doors by 8 o'clock tonight.
The COVID-19 pandemic forced more urgent priorities for organizations,
Predominantly around enabling remote working and bolstering cloud infrastructure. Yet, this new normal will help the AR and VR markets going forward, the analyst of the firm added.
While many people will not be able to travel normally for the next few years, VR enables people to see new places. However, they now expect that the launch of the smartphone-tethered AR headsets is likely to be pushed back to, at the very least, the end of 2020, if not 2021, effectively delaying the earlier anticipated growth in a consumer market for dedicated AR devices by over a year.